Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Well, first thing first, let me say thank you so much for joining my class. How are you? How are you today? Good? Alhamdulillah. Oh, me? I'm amazing. Thank you for asking. So I think that this is our classmate. Have we ever met each other before, Cookie? No? Alright. So it reminds me of one phrase from a wise man that he said, tak kenal, maka tak sayang. Have you ever heard about that phrase? Well, bet that everyone is gonna talk about that to you when you both just meet each other for the first time. Alright. So permit me to introduce myself. My name is Tania Putri. You can call me Miss Tanya, and you know that today we are going to learn an English as I'm about to be your teacher in this class for an English major. So before we start our first class, it's good to us to pray first to the Almighty, to our Almighty God. Alright, let's start it. Start praying. Rain is over. Alright, so you already know my name, so I would like to know all your name, but it's gonna take some time, so let's go to the first meeting. Have you already know what are we going to talk today? No? Alright, it's about procedure text. Yeah, you're right. Before I explain about this text, I want to ask you, do you like cooking? Well, cooking is something that usually we do every day, especially for women. Well, cooking can be an enjoyable activity if you like it, but there are some people lazy to cook or even afraid because they cannot make delicious food. Am I right? Alright. To help them, people who cannot cook can see recipes. Recipes are very helpful. When we want to make a delicious food, we need recipe because there are steps that can lead us to do it. Recipe is an example of procedure text. Well, another example is book instruction. When you bought a new TV or a new console, yes, your cell phone, okay, there must be a book instruction in the box. Am I right? Okay. Book instruction is also one of the examples of procedure text. When you want to download something from the internet, there are steps before we do that. Those steps are also procedure text. Then, what is procedure text actually? We're going to the first slide. Procedure text is a text that explains or help us how to make or use something. Its social function is to describe how something is completely done through a sequence or steps. Well, communicative purpose of this text is to describe how something is made through a sequence or action or steps. There are another explanation of procedure text. We are going to the next slide. Okay. Yep. There are two definitions about procedure text from another definition. First, text that explain how something works or how to use instruction or operation manuals. Like example, how to use the video, the computer, the tab, the recorder, root, or game. And the second one is text that instruct how to do a particular activity. Example, recipes, rules for game, science experiment, or group Saturday rules. Like what I said before, that is the types of procedure text in particularly. The most common example of a procedural text is a recipe. Alright, can you see that? Language features. That's right. Alright, the first one is using action verbs like put, cut, fold, twist, fold, slice, pour, cook, etc. The second one, using imperative sentence. The third one, using simple tense like do this, do that. The fourth one, linking words to do with the time like first, when, then, or use it to connect the text like first, then the second, then the third, and etc. The last one, detailed information on how, like carefully with the sky source or where from the top, when, after it has said, etc. We're going to the next slide. Sorry. Can you see that? Alright. There are three generic structures in procedure text. The first is goal or purpose. The second is materials or tools. The third and the last are steps or methods. To know the text that you read is procedure or not is so simple. You can read the title of it. If the title is started with how to make like this, how to make blah blah blah, or how to use blah blah blah, you can be certainly divine it that the text is procedure text. And that's the key to remember about it. Well, this is you can see in the next slide. This is an example of how to make fried rice. Like there's an ingredient, a plate of rice, 2 tablespoons oil, 1 tablespoon soybean sauce, 1 egg, 5 shallots, 2 cloves of garlic, some salt and pepper, equipment like a knife, a frying pan, obviously, a spatula, and a plate. And you can see in the bottom line steps. 1. Slice the shallots and garlic. 2. Pour the oil into the pan and heat it. 3. Cook the shallot and garlic in until it smells nice. 4. Put the rice into the pan. 5. Season with some salt and pepper. 6. Stir the rice until all the ingredients are mixed well. 7. Put the rice on the plate. And that's an example of how to make, procedure text like this. It's simply you can find all the recipe, so you can consider it as procedure text. And we're going to the next. To the next example, how to make banana ice cream. Maybe you may read get it? There are materials and steps how to make it. Alright, I think that's all because this is so simple actually. I think that you are familiar with this course because I bet that you ever heard about it in junior high school or even in your elementary school because for me, I first learned procedural text pro isn't from elementary school because I think this is so basic to know that procedural text is is a basic text that you need to learn and you need to know. Okay. So before we close this, we end this class today. I'm sorry, I'm so nervous. Before I end this class, so there's some question maybe. Do you have any question? Go ahead. Ask me. If you still confused like this, what is profit text? Can you repeat it? Okay, I'll do it for you. Alright. No? Do you understand it all? Alright. Okay. I think that's all for today. Thank you for your attention. Oh, wait. Uh, I already submit your chores and assignment in web, so I expect that you will hand your homework on time for a perfect score. No, it's not that hard. I believe that you are all know you are all know how to answers. I believe. Okay, once again, thank you for today. Thank you for your attention. I hope that I can see you in the next meeting. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.